I'm playing some WWE BCW Arena. Sting versus Riley Flash versus Eddie Guerrero. Chris Danger versus EC3. Harper. AJ Styles versus Daniels. Versus John Moxley and RVD. Rob Van Dam. Christian versus New Jack. And I'm doing my backlash prediction. Before I get into this video, y'all be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comments below, and let me know y'all predictions for the Backlash pay-per-view. And I'm gonna give my predictions right now. The Edge versus Randy Orton match. People calling this the greatest match ever. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't think it's gonna be a greatest wrestling match because we done seen Orton and Edge faced off in the past. Quite frankly, I'm not really hype about it, but this match could go either way. This match can go over the top, and I kind of want to see that. So the winner for this match, I would have to say Orton. But if somehow mysteriously Edge win this match, then I won't be surprised because, like I said, they done faced off before. You know what I'm saying? Go back to their tag team days, rated RKO back in 2006, 07, 08 or whatever. And their match at WrestleMania this year was really great. So that's my prediction. Orton wins this match. And I'm just going what my predictions are going to be. My predictions could be right, my predictions could be wrong, but you know, Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship. Now, it's been a minute since I did a prediction video. I used to do them all the time on my old channel. So, doing this from scratch all over again with the prediction wrestling videos, man, you know, it's not really hard. Just been a minute with the whole virus thing going on. But back to my predictions. I was so happy that Drew McIntyre won the WWE Championship at Mania because it was a long time coming for him. And I remember back on that old SmackDown episode, I think it was 2010 or it was one of those years, 2010, 09 or 2010, I think it was. Vince McMahon told him he was going to be a future world champion. And despite what people want to say about Vince, Vince is a genius. I know certain wrestling fans hate Vince. Oh, he destroyed wrestling, but he kept his promise, man. He promised Drew McIntyre was going to be a future world champion, and goddamn it, it happened. And he's the current WWE champion, McIntyre, versus Bobby Lashley, who returned back to WWE back in 2018, I believe. Yeah. And like and I was watching a Raw episode from a few weeks ago, and MVP touched on some very interesting facts. He ain't have a title shot ever. I mean, he had a couple of runs with the shots with the WWE Championship, but they never let the man win it. And with MVP by his side, I think he can guide Bobby Lashley to that championship. Do I want to see McIntyre lose that belt? No, I do not. But I think it's time for Lashley to be champion. So I'm gonna say it now. Lashley could possibly win this match. On to the next match. The next match will be Braun Strowman versus The Miz and John Morrison Universal Championship Handicap match. I'm not a big Braun Strowman guy. I hated the fucking Miz. And Morrison's a pretty good wrestler. I like John Morrison's a pretty good wrestler with his whole parkour style, which is really fucking awesome. I really like that. But nothing I can really say other than a handicap match. Don't see those two guys beating a big dude like Braun. So Braun still remains Universal Champion. On to the next match. We have Asuka versus Nia Jax for the Raw Women's Championship. Now, I was in complete shock after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view when Asuka won the Money in the Bank, but we didn't realize that the Raw Women's Championship was in that briefcase due to Becky Lynch's surprise pregnancy. So it really opened doors on Raw roster. So, and Nia Jax ain't been on TV in such a long time. So, but then again, the belt was just put on Asuka. So we'll see what happens. So I don't really have a prediction. If my prediction will serve me correctly or whatever, I would have to say Nia Jax come out winner cause her destruction force in the ring. But let's face it, people. Like Asuka was that bitch back in NXT when she was undefeated for 600 NXT Women's Champion for 600 or was it 700 days as NXT Women's Champion. Like that's fucking impressive. So I gotta go with my gut and say Asuka still remains Raw Women's Champion. And let's go to the match that I'm kinda anticipated to watch. Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus. Now that whole storyline thing between Jeff Hardy, the whole Jeff getting arrested. Now, I haven't been watching SmackDown, man, because I do not have the Fox channel. So I try to watch SmackDown, try to watch highlights and stuff from the shows I miss. And Lord knows, when I get a chance to run into the Fox channel, I have a lot of catching up to do. So the whole storyline, like if y'all watched the last SmackDown episode, please let me know what would happen. I remember the whole thing. Jeff Hardy got arrested with the whole rental car thing, and we know, to the wrestling fans out there who knows Jeff Hardy's history with drugs and addiction or whatever, most people call it stupid. I find it to be kind of cool, so I think Hardy will pull this one out as opposed to Sheamus returning from injury. It could go either way, so I'm going with Hardy on this one. And the women's tag team match, Bayley and my wonderful, oh so fine, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, who are the new well, damn it, I was about to say new tag team, but like I said again, I do not have the Fox channel, so I watched I think it was the last SmackDown on YouTube where Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross lost the tag team championships to the Iconics. So I think it was that same episode. So, and it is for the women's tag team championship. And now to mention it, Bayley and Sasha, my wifey, or the new women's tag team champ. So yeah. I'm gonna say this right here on air on my channel that yeah, like I'm gonna say this on my channel. Bayley and Sasha gonna retain, and I'm gonna say this too about Bayley. This is gonna probably go off subject here, but I love Bayley as champion. But when was the last time my wife Sasha had a? I think ever since she came back, she failed miserably of all the matches she had against Becky Lynch. So ever since Bayley won that SmackDown Women's Championship, Sasha has been a lackey to Bayley, and I'm just like, that is so not cool. And Sasha was that legit boss, and she's still the legit boss, and that's my wifey. So bottom line, Bayley. I'm gonna watch the match though. The match could go either way. And I don't want to say this is the main event, but this is the main event. Apollo Crews versus Andrade for the U.S. title championship. Now, I was so happy that my nigga Crews, I don't mean to say the N-word or whatever, but I'm going to say it. My nigga Apollo Crews became champion in WWE. Black lives really do fucking matter. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Black lives fucking. Lashley and Drew McIntyre match, man. I hope Lashley and I like Drew as champion, but let's face it, man. Black lives fucking matter. So I'm going to be pushing for my two brothers in this match, man. I'm gonna push for my nigga Crews, Apollo Crews, to still remain U.S. champ, because he just won the damn thing about a few weeks ago, couple of Mondays ago. And I was just like, comes to show, Black lives fucking matter. You can do anything you want to do. I was just as happy as him winning that United States Championship as I was happy as well when Kofi Kingston won the WWE Championship last year at WrestleMania. Like, I literally cried. When Kofi won that title, because it was his time. Been in that company 11 years and been looked down all the time. And Kofi is a fucking talented motherfucker in that motherfucking ring, man. I don't give a damn what nobody says. He's talented as fuck. And anybody who disagrees with that or fucking douchebags, if you're gonna be a douchebag, don't even watch this fucking video, man. Like, I don't give a damn. Like, Kofi, that dude, like, straight up. So, like I said, obvious reasons. I still think, now, if they do the whole switcheroo where they put the title, the U.S. title, on Crews, and then in the pay-per-view they take it off Crews, I would definitely be pissed off and shocked. So, Apollo Crews retaining the U.S. championship. That's all I'm saying, man. I hope everybody has a good, wonderful Sunday. I kind of didn't give y'all the WWE 2K roleplay, but due to time, man, you know, I gotta go do some stuff and, you know, do some things. But like I said, comments below, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, man, and I will see y'all in the next video. Y'all take care, man. Y'all be safe, man, and y'all just stay safe out there, man. Holla at your boy.